It's Mr. Quattro fix on the Audi A6 Quattro 2008 model. The customer just bought this car, a used car from Nigeria, and he wants me to get the AC fix. The interior looks very incredible, very sweet. And driving this car without AC is the last thing someone who bought it is gonna be doing, because it's looking pretty much luxurious, but no AC, it's another thing. So how do you start this kind of a thing if suppose you have this kind of a car in your garage? A lot of things, so the settings are out of this place and really got me thinking, but not too much. So like the radio, someone's gonna be asking, where's the radio at? Where is the stereo at? Funny side is that question is some sort of a poor choice of word. It's right inside the glove compartment, the CD players and the rest of them. So without wasting much of your time, if you're ready for this, hit the subscribe button and relax while we go on it. So the first thing I'm gonna do as a service technician, even if as a DIY, is to get your manifold gauge set ready, like you see me right here. So we have the 2-port here, I have the low pressure port right here, and have the high pressure side here. So gonna hook it up and take some readings about the refrigerant level that's inside, because check for the refrigerant level first. If there is refrigerant inside the system and enough refrigerant inside the system, not just really taking a static pressure readings, because static pressure readings might not give you accuracy on the amount of refrigerant that's inside the system, but at least it's gonna give you some kind of base to start with, which is, at least if it is within 100, you should be able to know, the compressor should be able to pick up when you start the car, even though if it doesn't cool. When a compressor is engaged and you saying that the compressor is engaged, then that is where you should be able to start from. So let's get to it. Loosen this up and get it plugged in there and see what's up. Okay, right here, then have the high pressure port, quick connect couplers. To connect it is very simple. You pull this up and get it in there, and you screw it all the way down. Then the reading can start showing up here. So as you can see right now, the refrigerant is very low, so you gotta get a refrigerant to it. Now if the refrigerant is low, you have to understand that there is a leak somewhere and you gotta find it. And when you find it, then you have a next place to start thinking about. So I also have to have in mind that when the refrigerant leaks, it's not only the refrigerant leaks, the oil also leaks. So you gotta add some little oil to it, and be sure not to add it too much in order to create a mess inside the system. And once that is done, you can fire the car up and start checking for leaks. If you find it, you gotta get it fixed before you start getting the system charged up with the right refrigerant. And for this system, since it's 2008, should be using R134A. Okay, just a little pause, let me get back to you guys. Okay, so as you can see, you look at the pressure readings. If the pressure drops and you see like it's showing here, then you need to charge it up. Like I was saying previously before I paused, when there is leak inside the system, it's not only the refrigerant escaped, there is the oil also leaked out. So that's the reason why you gotta get some oil, for some pag oil or ND8 whatsoever, the oil that is suitable for it is just okay. So when you get it on, then you start the car and fire it up, then the system should start cooling in as much as the compressor is good. So for this 2008 model, if you look down there, you're gonna know that this is not the clutch type, I mean the fixed displacement kind of compressor. So it's the variable displacement compressor type. So the solenoid is down there, and if you are to change this kind of compressor, I don't recommend you start from the front here. You gotta start from underneath the hood there. So this is just the first process on getting the whole thing started. So right now I have some other job which I'm gonna be attending to, but at least on this video you should be able to know how to start up with this. Then if you have any question concerning this Audi A6 Quattro, you should get back to me as soon as possible on comment section below, and I'll hit you guys. Bye for now.